The following media you are about to watch is for educational purposes only. Please do not conduct these activities at home. These operations are conducted by professionals with law enforcement presence. Your discretion is advised. Watch this full sting operation take place and experience Protect the Innocent raw and uncut by becoming a member today at officialpti.com or on locals at protecttheinnocent.locals.com.
Alright guys, so we are here in Jacksonville, Florida again today with another predator. One thing I did want to touch on really quick, guys, is some of you might have seen the community post that I put out recently, basically just saying, you know, the old PTI is coming back, right? So we have more resources at our disposal now, and we're going to be ramping things up again. So, like I said, we're looking at around 1 to 2 stings per month. So things are looking really good, and I'm really excited. You know, as I've said so many times before, guys, I mean, this is an epidemic. This is an epidemic, and our children deserve a world where they don't have to look over their shoulders constantly. And I am never going to stop, and I will trek miles to the ends of this earth until I get that done. So, you know, as always, that's the goal of PTI, and I'm really excited to be ramping things up again and getting back on these streets and clearing them out to make sure children are safe. Now, let's get into the monster that we have today. He goes by Bernard. I want to thank our decoy team, PCI. You guys know them, you guys love them. They decoy for a lot of different predator catchers. They do amazing, amazing, solid work. So just gotta give a huge shout out to them. Make sure you guys go subscribe to their channel. PC Incorporated, they definitely deserve all the love. So make sure you go send them the love and tell them that PTI sent you. So Bernard, well, let's call him Alvarez, right? Because at the end of the day, Bernard's not his real name, right? That's what the alias that he gave the decoy. We do our research, we're very thorough, and his name is actually Alvarez Johnson. Alvarez Bernard Johnson. So his age is 47, and the decoy in this case was a 30-year-old boy. So this is clearly somebody who has an attraction to children, right? 30 years old, I mean, that's almost pre. This is a very disturbed individual. So his location is Jacksonville, Florida. I don't know if he is from Jacksonville, but that is where he's located. As you guys can see, he is a Navy veteran, which is very unfortunate. You know, he's wearing this hat, he's wearing this shirt, right? He wants to portray this idea that, you know, he served the country, right? He protected and served the country. But he is actively speaking with 13-year-old boys and having graphic, gruesome conversations with them. But you know, he wants to portray this facade of protecting and serving, right? It's a disgrace to the Navy. And it's just disgusting. It's disgusting. The application was Grindr. I've spoken about Grindr before. It is a gay dating app for men, or hookup app, meetup app, kind of like Tinder, but for gay men. Now, let's get into the conversations and the intentions that Bernard here had with a 13-year-old little boy. This individual was extremely predatory. I mean, these are some of the most disturbing chat logs I've ever read, right? And it seems like every day we're just getting, we're the most disgusting, deprived individuals. One day I say, this is the worst predator I've ever caught, right? And then a month or two later, there's another one. And you'd think with all of the work that I'm doing, that Chris Hansen has done, that, all of these other organizations have done, there would be less of these guys. But this is a sickness, as I've mentioned before, and this is why we need organizations like ours, because these people are always going to be around. And there needs to be active organizations combating this, because they're years old. This man's 47. No, this is not a man. I love to say this is not a man. This is a monster. Let's be real here. This isn't a man. This is someone who is not only preying on but is using the military as a guise. I mean, honestly, when I look at this man, I feel like he uses that to make people feel more comfortable. I really do. And it's just sick. It's just sick. I mean, I can't get over that. Like, you're a veteran and you're doing this. It's disgusting. But they were extremely predatory, right? He was grooming this. He was telling him that, he knows exactly what he's doing at his age. He told him that, when you're at your age, you know how to please your partner. Disturbing, disgusting grooming tactics. He asked about his parents, his neighbors, and his siblings to get an idea of who's watching over him. He asked about his past experiences, right? These chat logs were horrendous. This was all before. He tells him to start cleaning his in graphic detail in preparation for sex. It involved a rag. It involved wrapping the rag around his finger and sticking it up to clean. And he mentioned how far you need to stick it up. Disturbed individual. And then after that, he mentions wanting to have full-on sex with this child. He mentioned using his mouth on him. And this is another thing, guys, I quickly want to mention. We are going to be censoring things more so that we can keep doing these videos and ramp them up and put them out as much as some of these other organizations are. So we are going to have to, unfortunately, censor our videos, but we're trying to make sure that you guys, can still understand what's going on, and we're getting the full scope of the situation. So bear with us here. But he wanted to use his mouth on this, and he wanted to go all the way, full. So again, deprived, disgusting, monstrous individual. And I cannot wait to see this thing in person. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So from here, we are going to head to the location. He has agreed to meet with the at Firehouse Subs. So that's where we are going to be headed here soon. And yeah, we'll see you guys there.
Tell me the catalog.
Yep.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Did he go inside?
He's walking in slowly.
Yeah, he's going inside right now. All right, guys, so as you can see, we're outside of the firehouse subs. We just saw him walk in, and we're about to confront him and ask him why he thinks it's okay to meet with on the internet. Your name's Bernard, right?
No.
Well, let's not
You look awfully like Bernard.
Huh?
You look like Bernard.
You're in the Navy? Or you were in the Navy? You're a veteran?
No.
You're not? How are you trying to meet a today?
What?
How are you trying to meet a today?
Are you crazy?
You want me to show you the screenshots?
We have everything, Bernard.
Conversation, and we're gonna have to forward this to police. We work for an organization. We can get you resources, but if we don't understand that that's your car, then we'll have to forward this to police.
And we have your license plate already.
So do you want to have a conversation about what you came to do here today? We're gonna have to forward this to police.
Huh?
You want to have a conversation about this? You said you wanted to help with the child. This is your car, right? Is this your car? Is this your vehicle?
Is that not your car?
Would you like me to pull out the screenshots? We have them all right here. Do you want me to show you? I can show you right here. We want to have a conversation with you, and we want honesty. Can you do that for me or no?
What? First of all, who are you? Who are you?
Okay, so first of all, let's answer my question first. Who are you here to meet? Because we know your name. How do we know your name?
I don't know.
Excuse me?
Why would you think my name is Bernard?
Because your name is Bernard, or that's what you told the right?
What
On Grindr.
What?
Okay, Mikey. I mean, if you'd like to pull out your phone and show me, then we'll leave right now. If there's no text messages on there or anything, we'll leave right now.
Wow, that's crazy.
What's crazy? Okay, we're gonna have to get in contact with the police. We just want to have a conversation with you. That's why we were in the firehouse sub, so that we could sit down and have a conversation and get to the bottom of what's going on here. Do you think that this is okay to meet with on the internet?
No.
Okay.
And
So why did you do that? Why did you have a conversation with somebody on Grindr
okay, first of all.
and then it moved over to text messages? Is this familiar to you?
Okay, first of all, what is this website? Is this an adult website? Is this a website or what? I mean,
Well, why are you pretending like you don't know what it is, Bernard?
I'm trying
You're on Grindr, correct?
I'm trying to find out.
You're on Grindr, correct?
I'm trying to find out why.
I'm trying to find out why you're having sexually charged conversations with. That's what we're trying to figure out here, Bernard.
Okay.
But if we keep going in circles, we're going to have to forward this to the police. What we do is we get to the bottom of what's going on here and why you think it's okay to meet with on the internet and possibly get you resources. But if you can't even be honest with what your intentions are here, where do we go from here?
Okay. First of all, why is he?
Okay, that's for our safety because you came to meet with here today. So you're dangerous. Whether you think so or not, you're a dangerous individual, right?
Well,
What you did here today was not okay. Can you at least agree to that?
okay. So you're saying a was on
Are you on Grindr?
Adult website.
Are you on Grindr?
I have been on it before.
Okay. And what is Grindr?
Well, apparently, if you brought up Grindr, that means you
So
already...
would you like to sit out here in the rain, or would you like to go have a conversation inside?
And there where you just freaking...
Well, that's because you walked out. We were just trying to have a conversation with you, and I told you that's what we
But-
could have done, and we could
but
have sat
you-
in the
but-
back, and nobody would have known what was going on.
But you said, are you trying to meet here with freaking blah, blah, blah?
Because you're running out of the establishment when you just came here to have
okay, where is your vehicle? I'll
Where's my vehicle?
well, let's go into Taco Bell.
Okay. We have to do this for our safety, because at any point you could pull out a weapon or...
Okay, you can check me before I go in.
It's okay. You can go inside. All right, so you spoke with this on Grindr, right?
I remember talking to someone on Grindr. I mean, it's an adult website.
Okay, so you're on Grindr, correct?
Yes, I have been on there before.
Okay, and so do you recall speaking with somebody named Mikey? And, you know, we don't need to really play games, because, you know, the faster we can get through this, you know, the better it will be. So is this your profile? Mobile house? I mean, this looks exactly like you.
Yes.
And it is you. Let's be honest here, because we actually have everything, and we have a lot of resources to find out, you know, who's actually using these profiles, where you're located when you're using them. We have a lot of resources at our disposal. So, like, let's just be honest here. All of this is just a test of your honesty.
Okay. This is like the first time that you're saying that I've been on Grindr and that's like the first time I ever came across. You know, I thought this was an adult website.
Okay, so you thought it was an adult website. Grindr is a dating app for adults, but this profile didn't have a specific age, and so this is you, correct? Let's get that straight. Because, I mean, like I said, this is a test of your honesty, and I mean, if you can't even be honest about your profile, there's nothing wrong with this profile, right? This is on an adult website, just like you said. There's not an issue with the profile here. It's about what you said. So is this your profile or not?
Possibly.
It's possibly your profile.
Yeah,
So how are we supposed to help you here? If you're lying and saying that's possibly you're telling half truths, how are we supposed to help you?
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna just say it was so you can. I want to see what kind of
So
help.
you're just gonna say
I'm
that.
gonna see what. How can you help me? How can
But
you
you
help
don't
me?
deserve help or anything if you can't even be honest about your intentions. Why do you deserve help? Why do you think you deserve help if you can't even be honest about your intentions?
Okay.
Do go to facilities to get help and not say that they have an addiction and that they're not addicted to. I mean, that's not going to go anywhere. Do you get what I'm saying? So you can't even say that this is you when you know it is.
But I'm
Because,
trying.
like I said, we have the resources and we already know that this is you.
But
So I already can see that you're lying.
you know, I'm trying to. I'm like you're trying to. I mean, first you came out and said, you know, am I trying to have a what else you said was coming out of there? I mean, that's crazy.
Okay. Well, that's crazy, but this is your profile. Whether or not that happened or not, this is your profile, yes or no?
I haven't been on there in a while.
Okay, that's not what I'm asking. Is this your profile or is it not?
It could possibly be. I mean,
But like I said, we have the resources and we already know that this is your profile.
okay. So you already know. Okay, so
Because we understand, like, you know, where you've been, you know, communicating with this profile, your device. Let's be honest. I mean, we could have the police come here and check the device, and they would find all that out themselves. But like I said, you know, our organization, we're trying to kind of get in the minds of individuals and like figure out what exactly is going on, so that you can see if there's some type of help you can get. But at this point, I don't really know how to help you, or even admitting that this is your profile on Grindr. I mean,
okay, so I'll go and admit it.
so that's your house? Bernard, that's your house.
Yes, but a lot of people have been in my house. I mean,
Okay, so this is you taking a picture in your house.
what?
You've been sitting here for too long now, and I'm getting impatient.
Okay, I can tell you that there's a lot of people that's been in my house.
That's not what I'm asking. Is this or is this not you?
It
Okay, so how about this? We're gonna move on from here, and I'm gonna just let you think about that for a minute. And like I said, all of this is a test of your honesty. Okay? So I'm gonna let you sit with that for a second. You don't even need to say anything anymore. Okay? Just sit with that. Right? Now, does this profile look familiar to you? Let's be honest here. Let's be honest here. That's Mikey.
okay.
That's the individual that you were talking to, right? And you already said that you thought that he was an adult. Did you not?
I said,
You thought that it was an adult that you were talking to?
yes, it was.
Okay, so this is that adult that you thought you were talking to.
She's I mean, there's like a 18, 19, 20.
Okay, that's not what I'm asking. Is this an adult that you were speaking with or that you met with today?
That could be.
I'm not asking if it could be. Yes or no? Is this the adult that you're saying that this is an adult, okay? That you came
Okay.
to meet with at Firehouse Suds today?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Because I mean, if it's an adult, then what's the problem?
That's what I'm saying.
That's you, correct?
Okay.
That's you, correct? Yes or no?
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So is this you when you were a lot younger, or what's kind of like an old picture? Like, I mean, this is like very old. How old are you there?
Maybe 40.
Okay. And how old are you now?
About 47.
You're 47? Okay. So you say I want to live that, or I mean, it's just a lot, right? So you say all this, things to this person. He says, I'm Mikey, what's your name? You say Bernard. You say you're in Jacksonville. You say, what is your height and weight though? He says 5'4", haven't weighed myself in a while. He said, you in Jax, right? You say, yeah. And you say your area code. You say, how about you? He says, by St. John's Town Center. You say, damn, that's far, but you're sexy. You might be worth it unless you drive. I drive and host. So what does host mean?
Host is like host that like you come to me or I come to you?
So host. So if you were hosting, that would mean that he
Yeah.
comes to you.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're like hosting your house or something?
Yeah.
At your house? Okay. He says, haha, you down to give me your number, be easier to text. You give me your number, 904. Is that your number?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you say, what is yours? So I know it's you. I don't respond to unknown, restricted, or numbers on my contacts. He says he texted you. You say what number? And then he says his number, which is okay, so are these starting to ring a bell now, right? Grindr. Do you know like how long ago this was?
That
These messages.
um, is that the last couple months?
Yes, so it is recently. What other conversations have you had with Mikey? Because you came here to meet him at Firehouse Subs. Okay, so let's get that straight. All right, stop the crap. You came to meet him at Firehouse Subs here. Okay, so is that correct? Because we're going in circles a little bit here. You know, you're thinking, you're saying that you deleted the profile after that. Me and you both know that's not true.
So my profile's still up?
That's not what I'm saying. You came here to meet with Mikey, right? Okay, so why are you pretending like the chat stopped after that?
No, I'm talking about the profile itself.
Okay, you're saying that you deleted your Grindr profile after that.
Yeah.
Okay, and so you continue conversations with Mikey.
Yeah.
Okay, and what was said in those text messages?
So various things.
Okay. Who's that?
Hello? What's up? Wow, what's going on? Huh? Why?
Okay, would you like to tell him that we're conducting something very important?
Okay, I'll call you back. Tell me it's not allowed in the house. All right, thank you. All right, bye.
Who is that?
That's one of my roommates saying, like I said, I got a lot of people that come to my house, and everybody has to come through me because, like, I got 4 or 5 people that roommates, and they have, 3, 4 people a day, and when you got 4 different roommates and each one of them got 3 or 4 people come to the house, that's like freaking 20, 30 people at my house every day.
Okay, so you have 20, 30 people at your house every day?
That's what it seemed like sometimes.
Okay. And are any of these people?
Oh no.
So what is going on exactly? Because I understand you're on Grindr and you host a lot. So is this kind of like a gay get together? What's going on there? It's like a gay hangout thing. I mean, we've seen these things before, so I mean, you can just be honest. 30 people at your house, like hosting, like is that what's going on here?
Sometimes my roommates do host, but
So are you guys all gay?
some gay, some bisexual, some
Okay, so
straight.
how did you guys all get together?
How we all get together?
Yeah, like how did you guys all get together in like one house?
By word of mouth.
Okay, so you basically kind of have like a house where it's a bunch of gay men, you guys host, and that's what happens.
Well, basically, you know, everybody has their own friends or whatever, but you know,
So is this like some orgy situation?
No.
Like, well, you said 30 people. I mean,
I
that's
said
not very shocking. I mean, especially on an app like Grindr.
No,
I mean, like
no,
we
I'm-
do this for a living, so we've seen a lot. So like,
No.
let's not act like it's unusual.
no, that's no.
So what? All the 30 men just go there to hang out?
No, when I say, I was just giving you an example. Like, I just said, I got 4 or 5 roommates. And I said, if you got, each roommate got 3 or 4 friends, whatever, coming out every day. And if you add them all up, sometimes it can be 20, 30 people. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just giving an example.
So basically, what's the situation with that? I mean, I'm sorry, Mikey. Let's get back on track here.
Oh, that's the. I actually forgot how it all started.
Okay, well, I'll give you a minute to think.
I mean, you know, I'm not someone that's, you know, that, you know, approaches, you know, people that are.
Okay. Does this picture look familiar?
Yeah, so,
Okay, that's Mikey.
okay.
And he sent this picture to you, right? I'm trying to remember. Okay, well, he sent that picture to you, all right? And so you can send a picture back of yourself. This isn't the exact same hat you're wearing now, but that's you, right? Okay. And so you were in the Navy?
Yeah.
You were still in the Navy?
No.
What did you do in the Navy?
I was a sonar technician.
Okay. Okay. And how long ago was that?
How long I was in, or when did I get
Yeah,
out?
like both.
I got out 2009. I was in
14 years? Okay, you said you got out in when? 2009. 2009. Okay, and so what do you do now? You do nothing. What do you mean you do nothing?
Yeah, well, due to the fact that, you know, I suffer from chronic depression, anxiety, sleep apnea, PTSD. I get a military check.
Okay. Okay. And so you guys start messaging and exchange greetings. You say you're Bernard from Grindr. So he says, I'm kind of young, you're probably going to block me. And then you send him this picture. Okay. And then so he says, I'm nervous to say it. He says, I'm 13. Is it okay or no? I get it if not. You say it depends on if your phone is monitored. Some parents are strict when it comes to their precious little babies. Do you remember saying that? Let's be very honest here. Because this is what you said. And this is from your phone number. And this all starts with honesty. And this was not that long ago whatsoever.
Okay.
Last month, to be in fact.
Sometimes I'll just be, playing on the internet, just
Okay,
when you're
and playing.
depression.
Okay, so basically, someone tells you they're 13, and your response is, instead of, okay, you should get off of this app and block them, it depends on if your phone is monitored. Parents are strict when it comes to their precious little babies. Do you understand how that sounds? Depends if your phone is monitored. Do you understand how that sounds?
And I guess that does sound bad.
Yes. What about it's bad? What about it's bad?
Well, when you say that, when I say that it depends on their precious little babies.
Okay, that doesn't make any sense, but let's move on. No one looks at my phone ever. You say you got a password on it. He says, duh, haha. My mom literally don't pay attention to who I be talking to and stuff. You say, just checking, lol, you live with both parents? He says, just my mom. You say, any siblings who always nosy as fuck and wondering what older brother is doing or what? So you seem very concerned with who knows what he's doing. Why is that?
Because I was, surprised that someone hit me up. And
That has nothing to do with that. You're asking why his siblings, or if he has siblings who are nosy. And you're mentioning it depends if his parents are strict. So why do you keep mentioning his family being interested in what he's doing? What's the thought process behind that? And let's be quicker with our responses here, because we're trying to get to the bottom of this. Because just like you have a life, we have a life outside of this too, and we need to get through this. If you value your life. Okay, so let's just be honest here. Because like I said, this can go one of two ways. So why are you asking him that?
I don't know. I guess I'm always a concerned individual, I guess.
Concerned about what?
Everything.
Okay. And what in this case were you concerned about? Someone looking at his text messages?
I guess you can say that. Like I said, I'm always concerned about everything.
Okay. He says, no, we're good. You say, you and only. He says, wish I wasn't 30. We didn't have to worry about this. Haha, but now we're good. He says, yes, only. As soon as he says that, you say, damn, my heart is.
Who said it?
You said that. Let's not play dumb here. Let's not play dumb. Okay? What did you mean by that? He says he wish he wasn't 13 so he didn't have to worry about this. Haha. And he says he's yes, I'm the only. And you say damn, my is hard. What about that made hard?
I guess wishing he was, older.
You wanna try again?
Huh?
You wanna try again?
Well, wishing
Wishing he would. What do you think? That has nothing to do. That made hard. Yeah, he never mentioned anything about that. What are you wishing he was older? In terms of what? Because that doesn't make any sense in regards to these text messages. This is what I'm saying about the honesty here.
Well, sometimes I just
Like I said, this can go one of two ways. So I suggest you get a little more snappy with your answers. Okay? Because this is just showing that you're thinking of an excuse, you're thinking of an answer. Say what you feel and stop thinking about it.
Okay, this is what I feel.
Because the longer you let this go on, the more we start thinking about other things to do with you. Okay? And if you want it to go that way, it can. And you know what I mean when I say that. I told you how this could go. So let's just be honest here. What did you mean by that? Go.
Okay, like that day, I guess I was. Yes.
Okay. Okay. And so him saying that he's an only and that he wish he wasn't there, so he didn't have to worry about this, that made you hard? For what reason? Because he was the
I mean, like I said, I don't, pursue people like that. I mean, like when you're like talking to someone, and
Bernard, I mean, this can go bad very quick. Like I said, if you value your life, you should be quicker with the answers here. Because you're wasting my time, okay?
Okay, I was.
That's not telling you the truth
By me saying,
about what it is exactly that he says that made your for the third time.
um,
All right, we're gonna move on. Like I said, all of this, I'm taking mental notes of every single thing that's going on here, and how this goes is going to dictate the conclusion today. Okay, so I'm gonna keep going, and you keep that in mind. All right. So, how old were you when you realized you like guys? He says, I don't know, like, I guess. You say, oh, okay. Are you allowed to go outside and play in the neighborhood? He says, yeah. You say, nice. You live in a house or apartment? You say, you ever saw or had your out deep with a nice phone? So, why? What's going through your head then? This tells you that he's 13 years old, and you tell him you ever before or had your out deep with a nice phone. And do you think that that's appropriate to ask a 13-year-old little boy on the internet?
well, when he pursued me,
He didn't pursue you. You pursued him on Grindr. You've already been over this. You sent him those explicit images of eyeballs, tongues coming down to here. Like, I don't know what all that's about, but you sent that to him first.
and I'm talking about who was the first one that who was the first one that responded to whose profile first? That's what I was talking about.
When you're talking about who responded, you messaged him first. We've already been over this.
So the very first message?
Yes. Why are you acting stupid? Like you don't know that.
And
I just showed you, and you know already. So why are you acting dumb?
No, I'm saying I didn't see the very first message when it first started.
Okay? Regardless of if you saw it, you know within your head what happened. So he didn't pursue you. So let's backtrack there. You pursued him. Okay? Let's get that very clear. Okay? And so you say you ever had your he says, if I never done that stuff, you think I'm lame, ? You say no, because you're just getting started. Based on your age, that's when teenagers start to get fire hot in the pants and what has been called young, dumb, and full of
Yeah.
and so you think that that's okay?
So what I think I said, is that okay?
Huh?
You're saying,
Do you think that that's okay to say to a 13-year-old boy? That at his age, that's when they start to get fire in the pants and young, dumb, and full of.
no, I don't think.
Like honestly, what the is wrong with you?
No,
What the is wrong with you, Bernard? Do you think that that's okay to say to a?
no, but when they're on an adult website, that's different.
So you think that's okay because they're on an adult website? When he told you that he was a and you think it's okay to go on and tell him that oh, has he ever had a and oh that and grooming him and telling him that a teenager start to get hot in the pants and young, dumb, and full of you think that's okay to say to a on the internet or not? To the 13-year-old boy was sitting right there, you think it's okay to have conversations with him about whether he's had his. Why did you have to think about that? Do you understand that you're sick, Bernard? Like, there's nothing there. I don't see a soul in your eyes. And I know you probably want to blame it on the military and you want to blame it on anxiety and depression and all of that. I don't know what when that doesn't give you the right to a. I don't know what went wrong in your life where you would. So then, what leads you to this? Because there's a difference between you and a normal person. A very stark difference. A line in the sand, okay? When a child says that they're most adults block them and say, get off of this app. You went on and on. And this is just the beginning. And you know that. And you know everything you said. You said a lot. What went wrong? There's just nothing there. You can't even come up with like anything. Even if you wanted to.
Not you.
He says, I'm still new and learning. You say, oh, okay, so when does mom work? And does she work the same time every day? Nah, different shifts. You say, where's she work? He says, nursing home. You go on and on. You ask if his neighbors are nosy. Do you know your neighbors and talk to them regularly? They tend to watch your every move when you're outside and be wondering what you're doing. So you spoke about his parents checking his device and their precious little babies. And you know how sick that sounds? A lot of parents, when they worry about their precious little babies. Yeah, they do. And Bernard, let me tell you something right now. This right here is the best case scenario. Do you understand? You could have You have no idea. You could have tonight. Parents do care about their precious little babies. And you speak about his siblings, and if they know what he's doing. And now you're speaking about his neighbors, and if they know what he's doing. And they tend to watch his every move, and if you're outside and wondering what you're doing. I mean, what is this? Are you trying to set up to kids? Well, then what is this? How well do you know your neighbors? Are they nosy? Do you talk to them regularly? Do they tend to watch your every move when you're outside and wondering what you're doing? I mean, that's an awful lot of questions about whether who's watching this. You are trying to. But why are you asking those questions?
wondering why, you know.
I don't know my neighbors at all, he says. You say, good. So they won't be worrying about you and report back to your mom. So the neighbors don't have kids. The children of the neighbors tend to get together, get to know each other. He said, no one's going to report me. What are you thinking? You say, I'm thinking when can I see you? Okay, so you want to go see her. Right? So you said all this to a and now you want to set up a meeting to meet with somebody's up here, right? That's what we're looking at here. Say, I want to see your and eat your and I want you to my
And I say that to a lot of people.
You what?
I say that to a lot of people.
Okay, including
You know, that's
30-year-old little boys. So that's the first time? Okay. He says, oh dang, okay, cool. Me being 30 freak you out at all? He says it might, or you say it might take a little time for you to take my BBC. What's a BBC?
That's just that's the beginning of the words big black.
Okay. So he says, oh dang, my mom might be going to her friends tonight. You say, no, it doesn't freak me out because once you're a teenager, you are your own person and you know exactly what you are doing and don't like, and you want to do the same thing as your partner wants to do. Is that what you believe about? So why'd you say it?
Because this one was on, you know, adult website. I don't just, you know.
So you don't mean what you said?
Sometimes I don't mean that.
So then how can I trust anything you're saying? Are you ever going to do this again?
Oh, hell no.
Okay, so how do I trust that when everything you say apparently doesn't mean anything, it doesn't hold a meaning?
I mean, at this point, I don't think I'm going to be on any side.
You say, once you are a teenager, you're your own person, you know exactly what you're doing and don't like, and you want to do the same thing as your partner. So you think year olds know what they're doing and they're their own person and they just know all about the world? That's exactly what she said here. They're innocent. And at that age, they're developing rapidly. And their minds are going all different ways, all the way up until they're 18 years old. That's why the age of consent is 18. Do you think that they just know exactly what they're doing exactly what they want to do. Do you have kids? Hmm. Do you have family members that have kids? Okay, well then you should know that they want one thing one day and the next thing they want something else. They have no idea what they're doing. That's why they're innocent. That's why they're I don't think you realize that.
Yeah, I do realize that.
It's not what you said here. You know what happens to people like you in prison? Yes.
I've heard horror stories.
Sure. I mean, I don't know if it would be a horror story for you, because I mean, you might like being somebody's. I mean, it seems like something you're into. But I mean, it wouldn't be. And you would be being every single day because people have kids and they don't like predators. I've heard the stories too. I do this for a living. I put a lot of guys away. He says, how old are you exactly? You said 30s, but I was just wondering. You're not. You're alive. Is what everyone tells me, and I'm sticking with it. Just stop wondering and be like me. When I was your age, I wish someone would my dick every day. How many kids have you? And you ask him if he's ever himself. You say, when you clean your you don't take the rag wrapped around your finger and clean as far as you can, like maybe an inch or two. What the Now you're asking a 4-year-old boy how he cleans his ass. What kind of sick shit is going on in your head? So where you think a 4-year-old boy cleans out his ass 1 to 2 inches with a rag wrapped around his finger? You're free to talk at any point.
Like I said, I don't just, just go around asking, someone that, whether he was on the, on the app.
Okay, so again, this girl was on the app, and it was just, your duty as a 47-year-old man to corrupt him and talk to him about how he cleans his ass and all this other. Because he was just on the app. That's the hill you're. And on that topic, Do you think you deserve Bernard?
I deserve.
Yes.
I don't think anyone deserves it.
I don't think anyone deserves it. Okay. So, do you think people who didn't deserve
Yeah.
Pretty sure I said no already, he says. You say, well, can you start cleaning your like try to reach it as far as you can so I can stick my tongue in your little pussy. What's that?
Sometimes when you're talking to someone in real life, it's different when you're online. You don't necessarily mean 100% of the time, and all the time you don't mean what you're saying. What you're saying, it's not like that's not what you're gonna do in real life.
Regardless, even if you didn't come out to me today, you had charge conversations. You implemented all these different topics about cleaning his and oral and all of these images you're putting in this brain. You don't think the damage is already done, Bernard? Do you think that you're a good guy? He says, what are you wanting to do? Guess it depends what you're trying to do. When we hang, you say, LOL, I want to do whatever you're cool with tongue emojis. He says, well, tell me, and I'll tell you if I'm down or not. You like French kissing? 6 action? Eat that, put it in your, let it slide you if you can take it after I take my tongue and loosen up your muscles. Is this shocking me? It doesn't look like it. He says, can we meet at Firehouse Subs? You say, sure, just give me the address of which one, and do you want me to leave my house at 5 p.m. or be there at 5 p.m.? So you plan to meet with him? And that's where we are today. You came to me with a year-old. Okay, can you pull your phone and show me that you don't have Grindr installed? Let's put the phone down. Are you going to scroll through it or do you want me to do it? Okay, there's Grindr right here. You talk to a lot of people on here, don't you?
Oh, but didn't he say he never uses it? He hasn't used it in a long time?
Yeah.
On my,
I thought you said you deleted it.
I did.
Oh, it doesn't look like it. Go up to the very top from.
5 hours ago.
Oh, wow, that's today, not a couple months ago.
I had 2 profiles.
So I'm gonna get with my connections and see if there's something that we can do for you as far as counseling or anything in regards to that. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and contact them. So we do have somebody on the way to further interview you. I do have a couple questions. You said that you're not going to do this again.
Correct. I mean,
What have you learned here today?
I've learned once someone says they're completely stop talking.
Okay. Okay. Be very careful about what you do with those messages in there. So they're on the way. In about 5 minutes away. So did you go and delete the messages in there, or just be honest? No? That's good. So you said none of your roommates have ever done this before? But you wouldn't tell on them even if they did.
I'm quite sure.
So do you have family here? Where's your family? They're in South Carolina. Okay. Are you in close contact with them? Are you in close contact with them?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think you should call her and let her know what she did today? Take accountability? So do you want to start with being honest with your family? Because if you go to prison, they're going to find out anyway.
When do I have to do that?
Hmm?
When do I have to do that?
No. I'll pretend like you don't know your mom's number. She's in your contacts. She's in your contacts. Let's go have a seat. We're standing in the middle of the talking about. And you have a search bar up there, so you can easily just search for it.
Hi, Mom. How you doing? Um, I did something very bad. I'm very embarrassed. I've never done this before, and I tried to I was,
Be honest.
I tried to meet someone who was 30 years old. And I've never done this before. I'm definitely never going to do this again. I'm just on the internet. And just was, I'm sorry.
You Bernard, you're crying with no tears. Are you sad that you tried to take a child's innocent, or are you sad that you got caught? Sorry, you have to go see the you have to get the police involved.
Hey man, what's going on? You in the Navy? How long have you been in the Navy for? 14? You got like an ID with you? Thank you. Do my thing.
So yeah, they are on the phone with the sergeant of the ICAC unit here in Jacksonville, Duval County. And so, yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. This is from, yeah, so today,
Are you in the purple or? You...
purple. That's the decoy team.
You have the following rights under the United States Constitution. You have the right to ransom and use safe measures against the court. You have the right to talk to an attorney and ask questions and have an attorney press your question. If you cannot afford an attorney, one of the important three at no cost before any question begins. If you decide to answer questions now, you have the right to stop at any time to consult with an attorney. Do you understand constitutional rights? Are you wanting to speak with me? Yes. Are you okay with me asking questions and discussing stuff?
But do you understand your rights? Do you understand what Officer Messer to you? Okay, do you want to speak with us? Yes, okay. Listen, so we got contacted by these guys over here in reference to you possibly wanting to meet an individual. Is that correct? Yes, what? I'm sorry. Okay. And what was your intention as far as what do you think was gonna what transpired? Did you think you were going to be a 13-year-old today? Okay, so the whole message is back and forth. I guess the late August, you texting that individual. Did you know that the person was
Like I said, I was online.
online where? Like Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, Grindr? Okay. And who did you meet on Grindr?
I didn't meet anyone.
Well, who did you communicate with?
On,
Grindr. Say Grindr.
yeah. This particular person was named Mikey.
Mikey? Mikey, okay. So did Mikey ever, what was the conversation about? How did we get to today, you meeting Mikey?
Supposed to be going to
Fire us up?
fire stuff.
Okay.
Get something to eat.
To get something to eat? Okay. Who's Mikey to you?
Just
How long did you talk to Mikey for? Couple of days, couple of weeks?
I don't know exactly.
Rough estimate. Rough estimate, like how long have you been talking to this person?
Was it a couple of days? I mean, weeks? When did it start?
I don't know the exact time.
Okay. So in this communication with Mikey, did you know how old the Mikey was? Did Mikey ever tell you his age?
Yeah, he told me his age.
So what was his age?
He said he was.
So he said it was 30. Okay, so Mikey, so you meet Mikey and Griner. You said a couple of what days, couple of weeks ago? You cannot recall?
Yeah, I can't recall. And like I was telling the lady,
So what was your conversation about coming leading into today? What were you just trying to do? Eat food with Mikey or?
yeah, find the meat, to have food and find out what things in.
Is that okay? And what conversation did you have with Mikey prior to you meeting him? Okay, I'm gonna put it this way. Go ahead.
Well, you have to come in, date,
Come and date Mikey? No,
come to fire stuff to come eat.
to come eat. Okay. So you
On a
come-
date?
No, not a date, just, it's,
You just said a date, so
no, I said eat.
Eat. Okay. So in your conversations, was there anything where you were asking Mikey to do for you? Any favors for Mikey?
As far as meeting today, no.
Well, what about prior?
Prior,
Yeah.
I mean, prior was just talking.
Talking about what? What did you guys talk about? Was there anything any sexual favors that you try to get from Mikey?
said you were in the Navy for 14 years? I was in the military too. So I know we're a little want to say slower, not most people, but you're not stupid. You really needed 14 years. That means you picked up rank. You were doing your job. We're not done. I know you're not done. So just tell us what's going on.
Pretty much just
Came here today to meet this person who you knew was the to do work.
well, actually, I was on, like, people lie to me all the time. I was just making sure,
Yeah, but you understand, how old are you?
47.
You're 47. Okay, so if a 47-year-old meets anybody under the age of 18 is should have worked, right? So what was your, again, I'm going back to your conversation that you had with Mikey prior to you coming here. Okay, I get you try to come over your team, but what about the conversation that you had with Mikey prior, knowing that he's 30 years of age, correct? So you coming here, so your conversations were what, to get food, or was it more, what was it more, something else in it? Per your conversations. Okay, how about this? I have a copy of the text messages, so if you want to tell me what transpired, I can pull up the text messages that these people provided versus you telling me. What was your intention of coming over here meeting?
To get a firehouse or
Just to eat at firehouse subs? Correct, but prior to you meeting, did you ask Mikey's parents if his parents are going to be here? Why not? Is Mikey related to you? So you just met him, what? When did you meet him? This approximate. So you never met him. Okay, so you meet this 30-year-old boy. What do you guys talk about? When I say meet, you started chatting with him and Brian. So what was that conversation like?
it's all
Did you come here thinking you were going to get any favors from Mikey? So if I start looking for those text messages in your conversations, there's nothing going to be in reference to you talking to Mikey about any relationship or favors.
as far as today, no, there's
Okay, what about prior?
prior. I remember prior was just talking.
So talking about what? I mean, the people you meet on Grindr, what is Grindr anyway? Is that like a Facebook? I'm not familiar with it. So what is Grindr? Is that a dating app or?
Yeah, it's a dating slash talking bullshit.
So you cannot recall what conversations you had with Mikey prior to today?
Review everything. Talk to a lot of people.
We were talking specifically about Mike. did you come here thinking you were gonna get something from Mikey based off your messages? So why did you show up here?
See how much fun.
So what?
See how much fun.
He was, but you knowing that these are gonna be correct.
Everybody, I mean, being on that adult website, you know, everybody can.
Yeah, but if somebody tells you that shouldn't that be like a clue? Hey, he's a is that like a big clue? You continued on talking to Mikey and agreeing to meeting up with you and you showed up? Okay.
A bit loud here.
I'm just kind of give the summary when the conversation started, and obviously we're not going to go through all the messages, but just kind of give a brief description of what was being talked about or what you were trying to do until today, and we'll document it and forward it to. Okay.
Alrighty.